To oppose the motion, I call from the South West. Please welcome Mr. Jack Matthews.
Mr. Speaker, as someone who hasn't even had their first proper snog yet, I'm not sure I'm entirely qualified to talk about marriage. But my inexperience of intimate relationships is not the reason that Marriage for All should not be our new national campaign. As young people, wouldn't we rather support being taught a relevant curriculum, given vocational training, paid a fair wage when we get our first jobs, or have better access to buses and trains to allow us to get to school and work? I would rather be well-informed, well-trained, well-paid, or well-travelled than well-married. And I am not alone. According to the Office for National Statistics, the number of under-20s getting married represents less than 0.5% of all marriages, and this at a time when the annual number of marriages is at their lowest for over 100 years. Someone once said that love is a temporary insanity curable by marriage, but without meaning to sound too soppy, love doesn't need a cure. Love is moral even without marriage. It is marriage that is immoral without love. Perhaps we should be focusing on reducing the UK's high divorce rate, rather than promoting marriage. The Coalition for Equal Marriage's slogan is love, regardless of gender. Well, I would add that love is love, regardless of marital status. And while the majority of us aren't thinking about marriage, almost all of us absolutely believe marriage for all is right. And yes, compared to some countries which legalised same-sex marriages some years ago, I know that the UK has been slow to act, but things are rapidly changing. The huge success of civil partnerships, which recognise in law the commitment of same-sex couples, has been the catalyst for this change. David Cameron has pledged to legalise same-sex civil marriages in England and Wales by 2015, while in only 10 weeks' time, a bill on equal marriage will be introduced here in this chamber in a 10-minute speech. Now, I accept this isn't long to talk about such an important issue, but it's still 7 minutes longer than I've got. And with the Scottish Parliament progressing its equal access to marriage bill, there is a danger that any campaign of ours would be overtaken by the legal change we seek. I conclude that we have three main priorities: equality, equality, equality. But making Marriage for All our national campaign will not provide the equality we require. More importantly, more relevantly, more pressingly, as young people seeking to make a positive contribution to society, we need fair access to education, employment and transport. Ending these discriminations is the real challenge we face. Let's tackle them to give us the opportunities we deserve.